Hello, folks. Welcome to Garblag Games and Coriolis, Emissary of the Icons, Emissary Lost, Part 1. The Kuan Connection, Act 1, Scene 4. I don't know anymore.
All that stuff. All that good stuff.
It's a very long
It's
title.
probably written down somewhere.
Paragraph 12, Section 31.
Yeah.
Yes.
Section 31.
Ellipsis 7.
Section 31. It's a different game, different system. That's not they don't exist. Yeah, it's been a short while. It's been a couple of weeks. Because when the GM falls over and dies, you have to stop playing for a fortnight.
I am indeed a necromancer, so all is fine.
Yeah, Graham has used his necromantic powers to revivify me. And we're going now. We're going to play some Coriolis. Should we take a minute to remind ourselves who we are? And then we'll do some XPs. No? Just crack on, says James.
I don't know who I am, so I can't remind anyone else.
Oh, okay.
We could remind each other.
We can remind each other who
I'm
we are.
happy to.
Okay. Alright,
If
so
that
I'm
many
Millie.
dark side points, does it matter?
I need to start spending
it's
some of these
missing a
points. you know.
decimal point. It just doesn't go in the font.
I need to start spending some of these points. Alright, so I'm Millie. I'm the GM. We're going to play some Coriolis. These are my darkness points. And I'm going to spend them on terrible things. Where should we start? Who wants to say hello and tell us about their character? No one? Graham. Oh, Martin.
Happy to.
There you go. Martin volunteered.
I'm Martin. I'm playing Carlos, the Preacher. I am blessed with the powers of Coriolis. And, currently trying to get back one of our lost friends, child of our captain. And also many other things that we've stumbled in along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Graham. I am currently Kashar. Kashar is a sort of wannabe grifter who is currently on a bit of a journey of self-discovery about souls and mystic powers.
Excuse me. Oh no. Go on, James. Tell us about Zellion.
I am James. I am playing Zellion Vordine, a kind of PTSD war veteran with an unhealthy obsession with aubergines. I like reality TV and long walks on the beach, and I don't like jungles because I feel that everything's going to come out in the dark and eat me.
Also, like spending darkness points to make sure NPCs get back together.
Yes, I've created the most darkness points from doing ridiculous things like convincing an NPC that a fridge murdered somebody, and convincing two teenagers to fall back in love with each other. That's what I do.
Yep.
I feel it's a challenge there. I'm sure we'll accept it on the most darkness points.
Ben, remind me how to say your character's name and tell us all about them.
Really?
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Rawia Jalil, Dr. Rawia Jalil. She's an archaeologist and a scientist and anthropologist investigating the wildlife of the Kuan jungle, following a space argument with space scientists about living things in space.
I like the fact
there.
that you implied that anthropology and archaeology aren't real sciences there. That was neat. Because your description is all three of those, and scientist is separate.
Well, scientist was like the catch-all term, and then I've written archaeologist down, but I'm playing her as an anthropologist a bit more. So.
And Pete, how are you? You have been away for a while too. Are you
I
well?
have. I am good, yes. I'm back after a couple of weeks of... I wasn't ill, but my son has not been very well, so I've been on daddy duties in the evenings, but that's fine. I'm playing Akida, who is a kind of young Rambo. He lives in the jungle, probably stinks quite a bit, has a chameleon suit, and likes to fire grenade arrows from his bow.
Nice.
And he hates the bad guys and the slavery and all that bad stuff going on. So he's thrown in with these guys to kind of sort it out. He's not quite sure what's going on. He's kind of a bit of a thrill seeker as well.
That's okay. We're not quite sure what's going on either, which is always good. Shall we do some XPs and maybe some levels ups?
Okay.
it's over Martin's place this week. Did you
Oh.
participate in the last session?
I did.
You did. Martin participated in the last session. So if you participated in the last session, you get 1 XP's.
No.
Where all the other ones are going to show up now. That's exciting.
Well, you did say we're risk takers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's shifted. Yeah, Martin, you're in charge of XP's this week.
Cool.
Let's play that again because I was too busy looking where it went to read what it said. Did you overcome a difficult challenge to help your crew reach its current goal?
What
did-
happened? I'm trying to
What
remember.
did
don't
you do
remember.
last session?
We found out where
so we found
the location of the administration places.
Mhm.
Yeah, do you remember we did the building was on fire? I think Carvus and Zelian chased the jetpack lady down the
Oh
street.
yeah. And then we
Um,
took the surgery thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me and Rowea went into the building to find the lady who was in the cryopod.
Mhm.
Then we went to the vets, and yes, we did surgery and relationship counselling in one go.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I guess we overcame a challenge in that we rescued a woman, made sure she was stabilized, and that got us the additional information. So,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. That works. Question number 3. Did you put yourself or your crew at risk because of your personal problem? No.
I
Yeah?
did.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because of my academic rivalry, I deliberately injected myself with extracted samples of a bunch of mystic disease holders to see what would happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the first time I've been able to get that one. For science, I infected myself with the mystic disease.
For science, we gave ourselves mystic powers. That's a good one. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else do anything terrifying?
I don't
No.
think that's a problem came up.
Relationship counseling teenagers. I mean, that's fairly in-depth and scary.
That is scary.
But no.
But no, I don't think so.
No.
Did you learn something new about yourself or another player character? I think we're slowly learning how big of a softie Zelian is.
I don't think anyone expected me to counsel the 2 teenagers.
No, that
yeah.
was definitely something.
Yeah,
new.
no, yeah, I
I
agree
come
with
from
that.
a broken home. I appreciate true love.
I definitely learned that Rowea is a very good medic.
Also, completely crazy by injecting yourself with a bunch of samples.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That's,
I don't think I
uh,
know that yet, though.
We did learn
He
the
told us.
Did you?
the
Oh, I don't think I did tell you that I'd done that. Did I?
No,
no,
okay,
don't
no, I
no
remember,
don't
worries.
think
to be
anybody
honest.
knew. I think you.
Like the players know the characters.
Yeah, I think
Something came up because we talked
I
about
used the power.
a ruined castle. Remember the ruined palace?
Yeah.
We spoke
Yeah.
about that because Roy was the only
No,
person.
that's
who's-
true. So the players do know that I had some kind of vision.
Vision, yeah. But I think we mostly
Characters.
ascribed that down to the resonance of the emissary being nearby, didn't
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
this actually. I remember sensing that you'd had some sort of powers, but I put it down to you being blessed.
we? Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, that's another thing that we've learned as well. Like,
Yeah.
that you've been blessed by the icons.
I think we learned as well the different emotional responses amongst the party, where like Carvus is very direct and like you must do this. This is like challenging and threatening, and then Rowea was like, oh, actually, how about the emotions involved, and how about we actually be nice to people, and should we not be considerate about people? And it was quite interesting to see that, like, yeah, we've been forging ahead, not really thinking about what our actions do to people, and Rowea was like, hang on. There is a person here, and we have to be nice to them at some point. Like, oh yeah, sorry, we're not just forging ahead, bursting into someone's room and going, right, give us this treatment now. I was like, okay.
Really? We can't do that? Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm the
learned that
heart one from
Carvus has a
Captain
lot of
Planet.
Yeah. Pick the short straw when the rings were given out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Excellent. I like that. What question have we got next? Did you sacrifice or risk something for your crew?
I think you all kind of risked stuff last session, going into that building, chasing the woman,
Mhm.
taking a risk with helping the the lady in the cryostasis pod as well.
Yeah, I guess we went into a building that was on fire. That's a bit of a risk.
Mm.
And we
Yeah,
pushed
yeah,
that
definitely.
gangster guy around with us for ages as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we had the Burbacil.
Yep.
And we didn't kill him in the end. We've left him alive.
We
Didn't
put him in
kill
a
him.
stasis
I-
pod.
I don't know that he's been killed. He's in a stasis pod and he's due to wake up, I'm sure.
Absolutely. yes.
Perfectly
Well,
Yeah.
I
functioning
can legitimately
stasis
say
pod.
he's 100% alive until he isn't.
He's in so many different stages of possibly alive. and dead.
Schrodinger's Burbacil.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's Burbacil. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, that's the perfect type of Burbacil.
That should be a
Um,
storage company. Schrodinger's storage. It's either in there or it's not. We don't know.
Don't
We'll
know
find
till
out
you
when it
open
gets there.
Schrodinger's portal calculations.
No
You
guarantees
either get there or
due
you
to
don't.
quantum.
Yeah.
And then finally, did you act in accordance with your icon?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
used
so.
my gambler.
Yes, I believe James did.
I
Took
don't
a
think
bunch of
I
risks.
did.
Huh?
Well, going into a burning building in a crowd isn't a very faceless thing to do, I don't think.
No. However, so this is the interesting argument that you have with Kashar, because your icon is the faceless, and the faceless governs mystic powers.
Yes, I haven't used it yet though.
No, but that's the face. The one of the
yeah,
mystics
yeah.
pray to the faceless.
You did. You used stop. I remember you using stop.
Did I? Oh, I thought I was going to and then changed my mind. But fair enough then. Yeah, if I used stop, then yes, I did. Because I'm chucking as many XP as possible into mystic powers for amusement's sake.
You did a bunch of like various personas as well. If I remember, like you went to that lady as one
Tubra
persona.
and Walla.
Fair
I'm gonna
enough
call her
then.
Wanna, but I'm
Yeah, Waller was one. Of
Walla.
them.
Tubra is the other one.
Yeah.
Tubra's
Okay.
the other lady.
That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah. And then, so we've never had it so far that a player didn't make us. Normally we don't play, but Pete didn't play last week or last session. So do we just? I don't know what we want to do. Do
I
we,
don't need any pity points.
But he did play the week before, so surely does he not apply the same questions to the week before? Because he
Oh,
wouldn't have
yeah.
got the XP for that.
Oh, blimey. Can I remember what
last
happened there?
session.
Yeah. So
You sat on a boat and talked about the horror.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Well,
you
we
should
went
just
down
roll
the
a
river.
d4
And then I-
plus 1.
and
Let
then I-
the, let
and
the
then I,
icons
um,
decide.
Didn't I convince the guy to come out of his panic room and
Panic room. Yes, definitely panic room.
Yeah.
Convincing.
and talk to us rather than
Which I think went along the lines of either you come out or these crazy bastards try and come and get you.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that was
but
the
it worked.
conversation. It worked. It did. So yeah, you get the ones from the session before,
Okay,
which would be about three or four, I think at least.
I guess 3. I'll take 3.
Has anybody got some plans for the XP? How much are we sitting on now, James? How
Yep.
much you got?
That got me to 10, so I'm going to buy 2 things. I'm going to up my ranged combat by 1, and I'm going to buy point blank, so that adds an 6 to my roll if I attack from close range, so I can run in and
Shoot
people
up close. All right.
Love
more
it.
effectively.
Vicious.
Because
You just
I
had
feeling-
enough.
Yeah, raiding this mystic compound or wherever we're going feels like I should be shooting people in the face.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
seems fair. They are either drug dealers or slavers, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin, what are you sitting on?
4.
4. It's not quite. How about you,
Not
Graham?
quite.
I've got up to 6 because I didn't buy anything last time. I think I'm going to put my mystic powers up to 3 and give myself a mighty 6 dice when I try and use my my mystic thing.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I kind of
Oh.
didn't put very much in empathy, so I didn't want it to be. I don't spend any time with any people.
Yeah. Because you're not a real person, so you don't want to hang around with them.
Well, that's what they think, and I don't want them to find out.
All right. Ben, how is your XP looking?
I've got 5, and I think I'm going to follow the pack with this one and pump it into Mystic Powers to take that up to 2.
Ooh,
Oof. Yeah. All right.
there's some mystics going on.
Yeah, that gives
me,
me
me and
5
Akita don't
dice
need
now.
mystic nonsense. Where
I got to 6,
Hmm.
so I'm going to put 1 in pilot
Oh,
'Cause I
nice.
had a lot of fun driving things and being on boats.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Do you think we should
I
set
still
a
want that
target?
truck back.
That's my truck. Should we set a target for darkness points? I reckon we should aim for 23 by the end of the session.
Well, if we all use
Yeah.
our talents, that's at least another 4.
No, not
5.
facetiously. Just you know what it's like. Should I do it?
That's
Should I
20.
not?
Hey, look, every time the mystics use their mystic powers, that gives me a point.
I know. Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
time
there's
Zellion uses the gambler's talent, that gives him a darkness point.
that's one per
Carvis
session.
has got the gambler's talent as well.
Mhm.
So you're saying we're going to get that easy?
Yeah,
it's
no
okay.
problem. No problem.
Alrighty
Well,
then.
All
We
right.
can need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 talents, like gambler's talents or icon talents. That's easy. That's 20.
Uh-huh.
And then we go from there.
All right. While we debate this further and update some character sheets, we'll play the intro. We'll move back in about, I don't know, a minute. Hello, folks. Welcome, because we aren't just bumming around in Coriolis. Let me press the button and let's see if we can hear it. We are in a bathhouse. We're in a nice bathhouse. What was the name of this bathhouse? It was a Hamina. Where are we?
Yeah.
I think we were in the
By the
lobby foyer
constellation.
area trying to poke
Yeah, might wanted to buy the
Aquila down
the-
off of the statue where he was
Yeah.
hissing at us.
Hammam Tamina, which is at the edge of the Sukabra in Dignitary City. Beautiful bathhouse. And we were talking about this last session. Like, where we are originally must have been a really rich part of the conglomerate, of the town around the Monolith. And this is the map. So you see that big black dot in the middle. That's the Monolith. That goes up, and then in a stationary orbit above the Monolith is Coriolis. We are. Let me see if I can put that on. Go, Dot. We're down here somewhere. You see that little ping?
Mm-hmm.
So we're down there in a place called Little Algol.
Oh yes, down at the bottom right.
Down at the bottom. We came along that river. Yeah, just near Peak. Yeah, there you go. We're down there in this bathhouse. And this must have been the way most folk came into the conglomerate. But since then, since, I don't know, a better spaceport or better transport or just money in other places, perhaps even somebody bribed somebody to use their entrance rather than the river entrance, whatever, this place is now getting a bit run down. However, this place looks pretty beautiful. It has this this sort of reflection pool underneath this atrium, and I think Carvis would definitely recognise him because it's from his home place. The lights, the sort of reflections, the things built into the atrium, the sort of overhang, are the constellations of the stars from Icon City on Mira. Very, very religious place, very beautiful. And there is a beautiful reflection pool that has a child statue, not actually a child, that would be cruel. It's permanently stood there in the middle of the bathhouse.
Child, stand in that pool.
Stand in that pool. And the statue is bending down to kind of polish the surface of the water in this beautiful pool.
Aziz, more light.
Yes, definitely. It's ran by an old lady called Tamina, who greets everybody. And I think we ended it with them taking all your burr off you, millions of burr for this bathhouse, and then chasing Akida around with a stick to try and get him into the bathhouse. Get in the water, kind of thing.
We've got
Yeah,
some,
I've been working on this grime
claws
for a
on
long
it.
time. Can I keep my bow on me in the bath though?
You don't want to get the bowstring wet though, surely.
Like that.
Just like holding it really high.
Yeah, because I've got to go through the bath like this.
Like
Just,
like from
just
Rambo.
bandana and bow.
Nice.
Just
Some of those
walking around in the
patches of moss
background.
on his neck have been with him for the last 3 years now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what the staff will do is they'll give you some towels, a dressing gown, copper wash bowl.
I check the towels.
Check them for spiders and or hidden knives or
The
something.
chat have suggestions about what should be going on with the towels with darkness
Yeah.
points, but I'm not going to say it.
Much better than my suggestion is the second one.
Oh gosh, those are terrible. Chat.
I mean, mine was only a bit terrible.
Chat. No, I've got much worse things to spend darkness points on in this act.
Somewhat relieved.
Phew. So yeah, they give you
Hopefully
these
not
towels.
on the towels.
Not on the towels, on the,
Sorry.
and some copper wash basins, some soaps, and they lead you through like a series of like there's a washroom, so it's a bit like you get clean before you get in the bath kind of thing, and then there's a steam room to sweat it all out, and once you're sort of in these towels and you're kind of let loose in the clean part of the bathhouse, they'll whisk your clothes away so they can be washed and dried and pressed and I think Carvis and Ruia are gonna be like, oh great, perfect. Whereas Kashar is probably
Well, if everyone wears dirty clothes, then I'll be upset. But if they all wear nice clothes, then that's great. I'll just blend in.
it's not just that, but you're expected to maybe take your veil, your head coverings off and sort of make your way into the bath.
I think she's going to reluctantly have to do that because it would be more odd to wear them than to not wear them. I just look at the floor constantly.
Just constantly head down, so your hair sort of falls over your face.
I'll
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
Kashar 2 small slices of cucumber.
Over your eyes, yeah.
I'll gently nibble one of them and look at you strangely.
And then there's got like, how often does Zellion? Because Zellion's got like a robotic leg and a robotic
Never.
arm.
Never.
Do you
This is
just-
not my thing.
Do you just sit in the steam room and not come out? What does Zellion do?
I guess they're waterproof. They're like
Yeah, there's no reason why.
but
No mechanical and biological reason why. There might be a
not a lot.
psychological or
I don't
ego.
really want to. Yeah, I don't really want to know why we're bathing, other than we're all covered in blood, which is kind of my normal state of being. So I sort of
We're disguising up to go in.
I feel like
Well, aren't we going to go to the office to find out where the place in the swamp
Yeah.
is?
I'm gonna like Akida very grudgingly kind of get in, but put on a towel on the side within arm's reach and never leave like the side of the bath like all my weapons like just in case like all dry and like
Okay.
Just treat the whole thing like a paddling
Yeah.
pool while being
Yeah.
heavily armed.
Are there any
Yeah.
pot plants around? Because if
Yeah.
there are, I might move a few into the steam room and hide out in there like I'm in a little mini
kind of
jungle
thing.
zone. Yeah. So I can just be like,
Nice.
no, what's going on?
So once you've done like the basic kind of clean down and then been in the steam room for a bit, like the staff sort of are like, do you want to use the public baths? Would you like to pay 50 burr for a private bath? And they gesture to your like party. We have a number of massage tables free if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy just as quick as possible in and out. Let's.
Okay. They say it does take an hour for our laundry, so you have like an hour. which would probably been as close because we got here really, really early in the morning. So it'll probably now, after we've had terrorized the vet, sent some kids off on their first new date of their new relationship, getting close to kind of lunch sort of thing.
Do you know what? I am actually going to go into the public baths because I've realised that the only way to recognise Kashar is by her outfit. So the fact I'm not wearing it gives me a kind of curious freedom.
Yeah, bit of
So I'm going to go and enjoy it.
strange anonymity.
Yeah, I'm just another face in the crowd. Nothing to associate me with Kashar.
No. Kashar, you don't have gills and you've got a nose and all that kind of stuff, haven't you?
Yes.
Because we know Kashar is a humanite,
Mhm.
but nobody else does.
Yeah, I am the pheromone kind.
Yeah.
So I don't have any tough skin, underwater
Or
breathing.
second
Yeah.
eyelids or that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going into the public baths.
No, you wouldn't. You're right. So the public baths, there's not many folk here this early. It's quite empty. There's one or two people who are probably having what would it be? That sort of champagne, raspberries, and we're gonna be in the baths for the next 7 hours because it's almost the holiday, right? So these are the folks who can afford to start their holiday early, and they're just kind of chilling out. They're chatting. They're chatting about some parties they've got planned. One of them goes on to talk about how they think so and so's party's been cancelled because there's been a really big stevedore shortage kind of thing. So they don't think they've offloaded all the musicola from Coriolis or whatever, because it's somewhere in the docks kind of thing. And they're just sort of chatting and going on about, we'll go to this one instead. And I hear so-and-so's got tickets to a party on the Monolith. So maybe if we go there, we can get on with that and that kind of stuff. Like trying to socially climb their way out of Little Algol. And it's quite pleasant. Is there are you just happy to get washed and get out of here?
Yeah, and get some sort of separate clothing for other people, just to be on myself, just something just to drape over myself, and some separate clothing for everybody else if they want to wear something different to go to this place.
Yeah. It's all done. After you sort of chill out for about an hour, maybe a little bit more if anybody has a massage.
There's no reason why we need to be here, is there? We were just coming to clean off so we don't look so.
Yeah, we couldn't
rushed
go
into
into
the
the commercial office district looking like we just waded through a burning building and killed people.
Looking like you just flew your ship down to the planet, started helped a revolution in the jungle, and caught a boat.
It feels more like a change in business ownership than a revolution.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday for Akida. That's just, it's constantly filthy. But yeah.
Are we M. Bison at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, M. Bison. So, yeah, they bring you clothes. Like, once this is done, do we recognize Akida?
I come
he
in a
holding a
fresh
bow?
camise, and I'm like,
No, if you're holding the bow and there's a bandana, then
no, I haven't got a bow or bandana on.
I'd love to think
okay.
that,
And I'm like,
after a while, you've just completely caved into it and moisturized,
Let's-
with on their eyes,
Got
face mask,
4
like charcoal
creams
face
for your
mask.
face. Yeah.
let's not go too
someone
far.
threading his eyebrows as he goes.
I think I've gone as far as brushing my hair. That's that. I'll go that far this time. Maybe next
with a
time
stick.
with the
You know, I
cucumber.
did brush my hair, but not very well.
Yeah.
Fair. So yeah, your clothes are brought back, and you can immediately see the difference for Carvis's cloth of gold sort of overcoat. It's not an overcoat, but his over
Glitters once more.
vestments. There's
Finally.
vestments on.
Oh,
Yeah.
back.
And you
Stealth
can
mode out
feel-
the window.
Are they like Pope robes, like the
hmm
drapes
Yeah.
over the front? Okay, right.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
got.
cool.
I've bought other clothes to put on top. Don't worry, it's just to hide.
Yeah,
I've got a big
I know you're.
poncho.
I know you're just wearing those.
Just the extravagant cloth of gold kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. But yeah, you can immediately see that they are clean, and they are pressed, and they're beautiful. And I guess Roia's, does she have like?
Rowea is a dhoti and kameez kind of girl, so she's got a sort of mid-length long shirt dress thing and the baggy trousers going on, but she does also have a dupatta shawl, which would quite often not be used in the jungle, but now that we're in town, she'll put it on properly and cover her hair with it.
Nice. And what's Kashar's stuff like? Is it just like whatever crap she can find and might be able to change and
It's
quickly?
nondescript, could work in an office, blend in amongst most lower class people.
It's Primani.
Yeah, if you like, yeah.
It's Primani. Okay.
I
And
think-
Zellian?
I think I'm still just wearing my poncho. Like, basically, think that the good, bad, the ugly Clint Eastwood style kind of just
Nice.
poncho and jeans. Just now it smells slightly less like blood and sick and donkey's ass, and it's
Yeah.
not covered in.
And all the
mysterious
booze,
stains.
Did I-
Dazzy Osmond spilt on you in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
How strong
Um,
that booze was. He's probably got some bleached patches on his clothes.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
kind of. I feel like it's taken out the character, and I'm just a bit disappointed. And like, I spent years making this exactly as it was, but now it's, well, more time to drink and fight and stain, I suppose.
Tamina laughs. She's like, "Oh, you should have seen the color of the water. We cleaned. I had to make sure they did it twice. You have been through some trials. Are you going to rest a while? I know a good restaurant for lunch, and I know a nice boarding house here in Little Algol. No fee for recommendations so long as you tell them I sent you."
I'll thank her and say, yes, please do give us the details.
Yeah, she, that sort of flings contact details to your pad and that kind of thing, and says, "Are you here for the Cyclade celebrations? Which parties are you going to?"
Well, we haven't picked which of the invitations to see to yet, but yes, we're here for the Cyclade. Looking forward to it.
Have you she's probably looking more at Carvus. Have you come for the where is it? Let me get the right name. Oh man, it was just here a moment ago. I
Is it
shouldn't.
the important person or the jump pack lady?
It's neither of them.
Do you still have your jump pack, Zellium?
Need some fuel for it.
Oh, I know
I do,
that,
but-
but you can just throw it at her next time. See if it triggers her.
PTSD, my memory in here.
Mhm.
I could just run at her going, pretending, and I just freak out.
And I hope she's
that'd
too
be
busy
brilliant.
thinking, what an absolute idiot to shoot you.
Yeah.
We'll have to get some fireworks and just take them to the side so you can just like at least have some sort of thing going on.
I mean, I tried to fill it with booze, but it just didn't work. I need stronger booze. That's how I do it.
Moonshine.
Refined petrochemicals. You must be able to find some fuel here. We're in a docks.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, it is a bit dinged up to the point that I don't know if putting fuel in it and turning it on is a viable
It's a good
option.
idea.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, I could do it, and it
Because
might
he's
be
holding a
fun.
thermal detonator?
Can accelerate very quickly in all directions.
Yeah.
So she looks at you, Carvus, in your cloth of gold. clearly she's noticed you looking at and recognizing the patterns in the stars above. And she looks and she says, "Are you here for the Dolkasar's Alcirsha, which is a formal acknowledgement of a betrothal? Are you here for that? I hear they need some quality guests for the witnessing." And you'd know that the folks at the banquet are also the ones who will attest that a fair kind of betrothal has been made. Because it's that kind of haggling of like, well, I own all of this. What do you own? We own all of that kind of thing.
Well, I can't be completely. Certain things have to be kept, discreet. But I certainly will be attending and hopefully overseeing such things.
Oh, she puts her hand up. Then she's like, "I was waiting for a guest to say this," and she snaps her fingers to somebody like behind, and you see like some poor harried staff member who probably previously had to wring all the dirt out of Akida's bandana and then press
Pants.
it. Yeah. They come and they've got like a cheap tabula, like a very cheap kind of one, but you see it's got the branding and the name of the bathhouse on it. And she gives it to you. She says, "Give this to the Dolkasars. They can come and bath here anytime." And then she looks at it. It's key to them.
Oh, okay.
Am I wearing my head thing again?
Yeah, everybody's dressed.
I 100% smirk.
Yeah.
So, just put it back. I sort of look at myself like I am not the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Well, I've been in Little Algol for all time. You must be clear with your gifts and your expectations. But on behalf of us, please pass on our gifts for their wedding.
Of course. I will pass on your gifts and your well wishes.
Who is he getting married to?
Do you ask?
I do, yes, because I am wondering whether he's going to try and marry the emissary.
Am I out of the... Who is this guy that's getting married? Are we supposed to know who he
He's
is?
our main suspect in the emissary kidnapping. Do you remember the guy we weren't allowed to go anywhere near because he was very politically connected?
So
Oh, I get you, that guy. Yeah.
He
Dolkasar,
delivered
that-
the gift to the emissary.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
That
yeah.
then we think when the emissary opened it, the
The-
security went
Yeah,
off.
he
Security.
got the security, yeah. I just didn't recognize the name and I was trying to connect it.
Yeah.
So he's
So
getting
Dol-
married on this planet.
So wedding assassination. That's what we're saying. That's what we're going for.
Hey, you know what would make a great plan right now? A giant present, gift wrapped, big enough for all of us to fit inside. And then we do the Trojan wedding cake. Let's do like a
Awesome.
happy birthday, Mr. President, as he goes to cut the cake. Like, haha, I'll cut you instead. Yeah.
In tactics school, was it just one page with Trojan horse
Yeah, get it in a
examples on
box.
it?
Get out.
That was also the plan a little while ago.
Yeah, I could only
Frontal
afford
assault.
Yeah.
Trojan horse.
I could only afford 2 pages of the textbook. All right, leave me alone.
Fair enough then. Were you saving up
100%
for
success
pincer
rate.
movement?
Yeah,
and tactical withdrawal.
I didn't quite get those.
Never mind. It's something about crabs. Who cares?
Yeah, I got the free subscription, so I got the first 2 pages and I had to pay for the rest. I was like, damn it, never
It's
mind.
just a big advert over the side.
Locked behind the paywall. No retreat for me.
So I will ask the bathhouse owner who he's getting married to.
all right. So she looks at Kishar. She looks back at Carvus. She looks at Kishar and frowns
Sort of
a
like,
I'll just take the time to leave a 1-star review while she's frowning at me.
bit. It is the agreement of the marriage of Thedra din Shrama to Marduk Dolkasar.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
I look at Coriolis in it. Do you know who they are?
yes,
Or
of
is-
course, I was invited.
No, I don't say it out loud, but I'm wondering that like, is the betrothed like a known person, or is this a mysterious noble from afar?
Um,
I mean, is there a role to work out who this is?
culture, yeah, it's a cultural.
Yeah. Is it a cultural? So I actually do know who this is, rather than just lying all the time. Culture. Got 8 dice. 2 successes.
All right.
It's your sister.
No, it's
My
not.
sister.
Sister, you never had.
It's this moment to an epiphany.
Oh gosh, it's Delilah.
Um,
I'll be quiet.
all right, so the Dolcassars we know. Marok, who is the person who's getting married, doesn't sound like the Cassars are descendants of the captain who brought the generation ships to the Third Horizon. The ship was then turned into the Coriolis station, and there's loads of them. Yeah, there's loads of Cassars. The fact that most people don't recognize the name Marok probably means like it's like a son of a sister of, that kind of stuff. It's like a cousin third time removed. But they ain't changing their name because it's Cassar. It's Dol Cassar, yeah?
So they're like the 54th Kardashian.
Yeah. The Theda Din Harama, what is this clan?
Isn't that Hellboy's name?
Yeah. They're just getting married to Hellboy.
Okay, we should go to that.
It's not going to be a very nice wedding.
That's what all those darkness points are for.
Yeah.
Marriage never changes.
Yeah. So you gather by the name, this is like or the fact that it doesn't ring any bells. It's probably some sort of merchant family, probably some sort of Kuan based family, rather than anybody who's got any sway elsewhere. It's not somebody who has a standing reservation at Alchemars. It's not something that's propped up in that kind of stuff. Or it depends on how far out the red string and post-it notes go. But this could be a marriage to kind of cover up what they're doing, like you marry me or I'll tell everyone. Because whoever's marrying a Dol Cassar is marrying up, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Can we look in like the equivalent of Burke's peerage for her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to confirm it was a real person and not in case it was the emissary.
Yeah. And that's tomorrow.
Still could be if they're going to be veiled up and everything. Could be a bait and switch.
And it is a bit of a wild side idea, but Right then, should we go and the officers are armed, aren't they? We think that what are they called? The pariahs are in the office.
Order of the Pariah, you think they've got there?
Well, I might be entirely wrong. As those
Carver saw them opening a map, didn't he?
Yeah.
Saw them opening a map and heading that way.
Yeah, we had a few.
Right, let's have fun storming the monolith.
Have fun storming the monolith.
We're not very naughty boys or anything. If we're doing the Life of Brian quotes.
I don't think we need to storm the monolith.
I thought we were storming an office building. Because we got directions off Walia.
You know where these offices are.
I think we're just gonna go kick in some middle management office types, which will be great fun.
Could we get little badges like sheriff ones, but say HR on them instead?
Health and safety officers do you know how many policies
even better, yeah. What's the Kuan equivalent of OSHA?
Yeah. All right. So we step out onto the street. It's about lunchtime in Little Algol on Kua. It is loud, it is busy, there are processions of folks being like, it's nearly the end of the year, make sure you come to the temple because, you've got to pray to the icons if you want a good year, come on. That kind of stuff, all this kind of thing going along. All sorts of folks trying to sell things, buy things, arrange things, because tomorrow is the day of settlement. So if your bills aren't paid, if you haven't sold all your stuff, you're not going to sell it for like 4 or 5 days. So everything is supposed to be done by tomorrow, kind of thing. So it's busy, it's chaotic, it's loud. We make our way through the city, through the Little Algol, and we're heading to the offices of the warehouse where Tubra and Walla directed you to. And this is one we kind of know already. This is what's the name of the office? It's the Hassam's trading company, isn't it? Yeah. It's on a plaza, and opposite one side of the plaza is the local Kultash Amin brewery. So there's this brewery with its front of the building open. You can see they've got cushions. They've got like basically a street sort of bar kind of thing. There's people out there. These sort of sailcloth kind of covers. The big sort of
Awnings.
kind of thing. Yeah, awnings. That's
awnings.
it. Things. And folks all just sort of lounging around in the sun, in the beautiful sun. You can smell there's like all different spices and things, and I guess it's like a very different scent than Bay Basin, and the fact that there are so many scents just sort of floating around is very different for the year we've just spent on Coriolis almost, because the aircon and the recyclers and stuff just zooms that all away. So there's this pungent kind of fresh and real life kind of scent to it all. What did we call it? Was it galaxy maps or something? That's not Google. Nebula maps, whatever. Points that the office is just this little door off one of the buildings on the air. So it looks like probably the offices are above one of the shops that's going on around there. Yeah.
Are we gonna do a little bit of stealthy observing, see if anybody goes in or out, or is it just we're doing it full on Zellian and Akita style?
I was thinking I might just do a lap of the buildings, just see if there are any other kind of exits or emergency things.
Don't lump Akita in with me. Akita's a little bit more stealthy and kind of considered, not as just gung ho.
In the last fight, you were both throwing explosive rocket-style grenades
I
around.
did hand you a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You handed it to me. It was like,
are we best friends?
I don't know. I feel like we are massively on the clock, especially after the vision that you had of the emissary,
Yeah, we have to get out to the place.
We have to
in
get to these swamps, and we need the information as soon as possible. So I don't really want to risk going in subterfuge and them shutting down and having time to be like, all right, get out. We know you're not real. Then they've got time to kind of delete all the files and stuff like that.
If you want to do it that way, then makes a lot more sense then surely for yourself and Akita to go in the back door and stop anybody escaping, because they're likely to have a back way out.
Yeah,
you come in through that way, and then Kashar leads in from the front.
Yeah, I think we could try and pincer movement basically. So 2 of us try and infiltrate, or 3 of us or whatever.
You did read page 17.
I know, you stole somebody else's.
Yeah, I stole that one. We could break in and try and find the information
is there
by
roof
breaking
access or back
and then
of
2
the
people
building
could go in and
access?
try and do it sneakily, and then whoever gets there first, it's a race. Let's all.
Could also shoot a grenade through the window on an arrow.
Yeah.
Let's not do that in case there are pieces of paper that we need,
Oh yeah. Forget about
or
those.
delicate files.
Bandana.
Tablets.
Yeah.
All right then.
Surely it's all,
I think
Is there a roof access or back?
Yeah.
Back
One through the roof,
door?
one in the back door, one in the front.
All
We'll
right.
just-
And then this is where I need to remember what system I'm playing because I was about to. I think this will
Roll
become-
initiative.
Roll initiative. No. I was going to say observation. I think it's more infiltration in this game.
Filtration.
infiltration. Yeah.
Make an
Oh, yeah.
infiltration
Infiltration
roll.
is here as well, though.
All
Bring
of
it
us.
Right. Okay. Let's split it. So what have we got? Infiltration.
I mean, I'm not going in stealth.
Well,
I can just go for the
if
front
Carvis
door.
and Rawia are going talkie, like front door, try and get access that way,
Mm-hmm.
and then Kashar, myself, and Akida go infiltrate and try and hack our way in and sneak in, then we've got two. We go around the back and try and break, and then if anyone does
Oh,
try
yeah.
and run out, we can.
Reminds me actually.
Cancel
And,
as well.
I mean, I get
Sure,
7
that
dice
tablet.
for infiltrating.
Yeah. So I think the folks who are
Yeah,
going
I
to
get
make
Okay.
6, so
you're going to make a different approach rather than going straight up to the front door. We could make a group infiltrate roll, which means
Alright.
whoever's got the best one gets bonus dice from the others.
well,
Okay,
I
do it
get
that
6,
way.
you get 7 already, so it's +2 to you, I think, unless Akida's got better
Yeah,
infiltration.
Akida.
I got 7. Can I use my chameleon suit in this scenario? Urban camo on the rooftop type thing, or is that?
Yeah,
Taking the
sure.
mick.
It'll definitely like get you into places other folks you wouldn't normally be able to. So you could get a view on scout it out a bit and then plan your attack kind of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think.
Cool.
communion shoot will work, and then
Does that give you extra dice?
That gives
Yeah.
me 2 more dice, so I'm on
Yeah,
9.
so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then with an assist
Yeah,
from
with-
Kishar and myself.
Kashar and
Yeah.
and- so
11
there's
dice.
this maybe 20 or so sort of minutes where Kashar does her, I'm going to go and look at all the stalls and talk to you about, all right, it looks like it's 4 buildings along and this kind of stuff.
Are we looking for
Zellion,
some kind of
perhaps?
data line to hack into?
Yeah, Zellion perhaps goes and tries to find a monkey, Piccolo the monkey. There must be one in this market somewhere. There's always a Piccolo the monkey. But also, scouting around this way, and I'm going to go and look down here and that kind of stuff. And Akida puts on his chameleon suit and shimmies up a drain pipe to kind of look around as well. So yeah, let's give
Excellent.
us
Perfect.
it's like a group kind of
I'm in the urban jungle. Right, here we go.
long pig. Is that what you're going to start eating now, Akida? Long pig.
I got 2 successes.
All right.
All right.
Is that right?
Hmm.
I've forgotten how many we need to get in Coriolis. Is it 2 for a solid success?
So a critical success is 3, a normal one is 2, and then a
Okay.
just about winged scrape through is
It's
1
one.
kind of thing.
Can I push to get some more
You can pray.
to
yeah,
roll?
you can-
Can I roll the dice that weren't success and leave the 2
Yes.
that were?
Yeah, you don't have to roll them all.
I am under orders to generate darkness points. So
Yeah, 23 is our goal,
Well,
right?
here's one for you, Graham.
Yeah.
Be prey to the traveller.
I appreciate you.
Pray to the
Pray to
traveller.
the traveller to guide me. I got 2 more, so I got 4
Right, so-
successes.
All successes altogether. So you with this recon, you do this kind of looking around. There isn't a back door to the thing. It looks like it's just a first floor set of offices. There's
How
only
many
one.
floors to the building?
Just this is the top floor, so it's the first
Okay.
floor. It's quite a squat building. Looks like it's over some sort of cafe or opera den or something. So there's a lot of folks in there who might have seen things, but probably aren't sober enough to have paid attention. What? I guess so. 4 successes. So yeah, we work out that there's no other exit. So whoever would go in here has to go in and out the front. Although you do see that on the roof there is like some sort of what is it called?
Ventilation.
No, not a ventilation.
A
like
skylight.
Skylight?
a skylight kind of thing. Like you could get
Okay.
out or in on the roof if you wanted. You'd have to do a little bit of like jumping across things or maybe
Sounds ideal.
Perfect.
climbing over. And it looks like they've got some sort of birds, some doves or something up there. So somebody must go up there every now and again and feed the pigeons, kind of thing.
That's a symbol of revolution, isn't it? If we release the doves. There you
Wasn't
go.
Bay Basin, yeah.
I'm so still and watching that one of the birds is perched. The birds are perched on me.
Look like that old woman from Home Alone 2 in the park covered in
Oh
pigeons.
yeah, pigeon lady.
What?
I'll be looking for an anchor point for my hyper rope so I can descend upside down with my bow ready
into the window
through the skylight.
Yeah, what seems odd is you can see that like when you arrived this morning, it was quite dark. You arrived at around about dawn, and you could understand if you had arrived then that the lights would need to be on right now. But you can just see one or two pools as if somebody's got their desk lights on. But it's very brightly lit, so it just sticks out in Akida's head, or maybe it's very wasteful. This is what they do in the city. Maybe it's a bit odd, like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, why would they still have their
lights on.
their lights on at lunchtime?
Do we have communicators?
Yeah, you can talk between between all of you. Yeah.
Okay. I will say that, you know, I found an entrance point, blah blah blah. You know, a little bit of information, and then say, slight strange lights are on in the middle of the day. I'm suspicious. They know we're coming. We've got to make sure we all go at the same time.
I think we
slightly
know
paranoid.
they know we're
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that woman ran away from us. Yeah, let's do it then. I think me, Akida, through the roof, definitely.
That leaves
I don't-
Carvus first through the door then, as you got the shield and the armor.
It's fine by me.
Alright.
I don't mind,
And,
but I'm more of a sneaker than a fighter.
Yeah, so Kashar's kind of a wild card because you could do either. You could vent in through the roof with us and do like shooty, or you could kind of sneak in the front, or don't know. It's up to you where you want to go.
I don't mind. I mean, we can't. We have to split our forces, don't we? So if the two best fighters are going through the roof, then I think the majority of us go through the door. Then.
All right.
I'll sit down here in this cafe.
Are you
and
are you
keep
the
watch.
moral support?
No, I'm going to keep watch for you in case anybody else decides to join you in this single entrance building.
That's a good
Yes.
point.
Yes.
And I guess you're
I'll be in the way if I'm up there and you're doing
more of a
military
risk
things.
getting
Yes.
hurt. We need you if we get hurt, kind of thing. I suppose.
Yeah. Please shoot them in the back as they go in the building.
Yeah.
Ruia, don't endanger yourself. Just let us know, and we will handle it.
I've got a spare concussion grenade. If you. Would
I
like
was
one.
about to offer the same thing.
We both just hand out grenades at the same time.
I got a smoke grenade.
great
I was going to be
minds.
like, here, take this smoke grenade, so then you can chuck it at them and they can't
There
see
you
what's
go.
going on.
You know that bit in Alien where Vasquez hands Bishop the pistol and he just immediately hands it off?
Yeah.
Just
I love
imagine
that.
Maria just going and giving the smoke grenade to Zellion and the concussion grenade to like, there you go. Just like moving them through.
All right.
I have a concussion grenade as well. I never got to throw it. I wanted to throw it in the truck, but I couldn't because of saving Zellion.
I threw one, but I have one
Dogs,
left.
wolves.
Okay.
In fairness,
So-
I am probably much more use outside with my observation skills. So
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's an excellent point.
Yeah, and yeah, if we get messed up, then someone's alive to save us rather than all of us getting exploded.
Yeah, someone's come in and stop those critical cascades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so we wait a moment for Akida and Zellion to be ready. And then Carvus, kind of, do you get close to the door before you put your riot shield out? Or, like, that's the motion, like, chunk.
Yeah, I guess I get right up close to the door. Is it try and have a quick look? Does it look like it's dark inside?
You know, make a, well, it's not
We
too
know- we
dark
know
inside,
it's-
but make an observation roll as you get close.
Yeah. Not the best. I could do a success though.
You got a success?
One success.
One success. As you get close, The door is ajar, and you can see that on the floor, on the stairs, as you kind of get there. You can see that there are like papers and stuff scattered across the floor.
I must admit, I was expecting the lights are on for some sort of automated defences, but maybe it's just because they just legged it.
Right, we need to move fast, and then I'll crack the riot shield out, and then head inside.
Alright.
I was going to say we should probably check the door as though I'm a booby trap, but
Boom.
we'll find
I'll
out
look at
that's on the way.
Zellian and I'll say, after you.
Cool. I drop the hyper rope down, and I kind of wrap a bit around my ankle and wrap it around my waist, and do that thing, you know, like rope spinning where you just twirl down.
Zellian has done a tour in the Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, I think he copied this off the Stars of Debarra.
Yep. It was one of the special skills I learned just in case they let me on the show.
Nice.
My agility is pretty high, and I will just rope spin my way down.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to make, what is it?
Show off.
An agility roll?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Call it a gun kata roll.
Gun kata roll.
You know what's going to happen if I fail.
Yeah, I do.
The best use of the gambler's power ever. Yeah, because I only got a 2.
Do you want to immediately just go in with 3 successes?
I'm going to use my
or do you wanna
gambler's power
push?
to make it the most beautiful, dexterous display anyone's ever seen.
There's no one in there.
Can I use my gambler's talent to create an NPC in the room to see this beautiful effect, even if they're just completely irrelevant to the story? Just, but yeah, I'm gonna
like a cleaner.
yeah.
Jan from
Right,
accounting.
So,
No one ever talks to her.
as you pirouette, you spin down. Akita perhaps rolls his eyes at your wonderful display of Legion.
To a 3-point
Yeah.
superior landing next.
Yeah, and
It was the Legion bonding weekend we all went on. That's what we did. Circus skills.
But he
I
gets
wonder
what
what
I
you're
hate
going to
juggling
say for a minute there.
Because 2 of the 3 points are robotic. He's not going to have joint strain on them. He's got a prosthetic robotic leg and arm.
Yeah.
I just punch a hole in the floor.
And just as you kind of feed, there isn't anybody in there, but there is like some sort of small domestic animal that sits on the desk, and its big eyes look at you and just goes, huh? Or something.
It's just
like,
a surprised cat. That'll do.
yeah, a Kuan long-eared cat looks at you. And as you look around, you can, like, the sort of scent is familiar to Zellian. It's blood. It's panicked. It's somebody's taken these folks out. Like, the chaos around. And as you sort of land, you have maybe a moment or two where Akita can descend after you. Then Carvus kind of gets to the other door of the.
Oh, Pete, do the same thing.
No.
No,
No,
think,
I'm fine.
Akita
I'm not a
would be doing,
poser.
like,
It's cool.
Space capoeira, but in his chameleon suit, so no one can see him do it.
Yeah.
Like Major Kusanagi, you're just gonna like swing off the side and through the window.
Yeah, I just go.
Faith style. Yeah, okay. Gosh, all the references tonight. So yeah, as Carvus kind of gets to the other door, the main kind of entrance, it's all you can hear is the people outside and the hum of the aircon. Yeah, nothing. This is.
Something's
Fair
happened.
enough.
It's-
Are there any?
I shoot the cat.
computers?
That's
It's good
10
eating them,
darkness
then.
points.
Yeah.
10 darkness
That's
points right there.
genuinely
Yeah.
dark.
No.
I mean, it's the only thing in a room full of dead bodies. You know, it's the prime suspect right now.
Probably
It's
a
a
finger
thing
or
from
two.
the dark between the stars. That's what that cat is.
Yeah. Check the size of the teeth.
Yeah.
Got huge pointy teeth.
That is it.
It's not a
guess-
cat, it's a flurkin.
Tell Rui it's alright.
Okay,
It's a flurkin.
I was doing the Monty Python bunnies, but Flakin is also, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can call Rui and say like, everybody's dead, Dave. There's no one here.
Is anybody watching the place from outside to see if anyone goes in?
Make an observation roll.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Nice.
I do have 8
Um,
dice in observation, so
I will be climbing back up the rope onto the roof.
Sure. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Alright, so you're kind of spending the time you're watching, and what kind of catches your eye is that somebody almost kind of parallel with you on the market on this square. You can hear him, and he's doing like, hey, I gave you 10 birr for a reading. Come back. Did you see that? She just took my birr and then left, and he's causing the scene. And you see like this person. They look like they're dressed in like a soothsayer kind of stuff. So there's like maybe a faceless kind of mask and a big hood. And you watch them, and they're walking with purpose. They obviously take their mask off and put it in a bin. And as you watch them go around a corner, you sort of see their cloak sort of ditched as they go out and around a corner.
I'll go on radio and say, yeah, someone was watching the building. They've just left.
Which way?
And I'll direct to the alley because Akida was going up on the roof again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See if you can get. See if you
I'll say to Zellion on the way up, can you spin up the rope? And I'll climb out.
And I said,
Don't
watch
tempt him.
me. But first,
6
before I
hours
do-
later, he gets to the top.
Before I do spin up the rope, why do you think I've got a mechanical arm? It's got a winch mechanism. That's what it's for. There you go. I'd like to see if we can do some kind of observation roll of searching this room for anything they might have missed. Any hard drives that are not corrupt or anything like that. Just because obviously
Yeah.
they've killed everyone to try and clear it, but they might not. It was a rush job. They might have
Might
left
not have got
something.
everything. Alright.
So yeah.
Anything electronic for me.
So is it just Zellion in doing this, or are we going to offer him a couple of dice of
Oh,
support?
I'm definitely doing it as well.
Alright, so that's 1 from Kashar as well. How about you, Carvis? Are you just saying rights to the dead? Like wishing them on the next part of their journey? Or
Are the bodies here?
there are buttons
Yeah.
here, yeah.
I'm going to check over. I'll assist by checking over I'll do sort of try and sort of pass them on and do the rights, but also I want to check to see if they've got any like black lips or any types of markings or anything like that.
The
Right,
vibro
so-
round stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 dice there, 2 bonus dice
Right.
from that.
So I get 9 altogether. No, I get 10 altogether. Sorry. Just make sure I got 10.
10 dice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 2 successes.
2 successes, nice. Alright, so looking over everything, you can see that if it was like a computer, it's had some sort of bullet through it. It's all trashed. If you gathered this all together, Kashar might be able to piece stuff together, but Kashar would know it's going to take a bit of time because you're going to have to like disassemble things, plug stuff. You're going to need space and time to do it. But I imagine Kashar is just going through and going it like in a bag of holding or whatever she has the backpack, just like yoink, clunk, clunk, yoink kind of thing with everything. There's papers and stuff all around, but as you kind of look through them, reminiscent of rooting through the
filing
Samaritans
cabinets, yeah.
filing cabinets, it's all branded with the Hassam logo, and it's all got details of like we're going to ship it there and the agreed dates and that kind of stuff left and right, all around. There's a number of dead folk here. Actually, there's a specific number. It's 3, which is good. Or bad. I don't know why I said that. Never mind. So
You particularly like dead people in threes, is that?
yeah,
no,
3
is
is
that
the
what it
magic number. 3 is the magic number.
Okay.
3 is the number thou shalt count.
One of them has like a badge, a name badge on, and it's like, "Hi, my name is Niobe," kind of
Aw.
thing. Which, because it was only a few hours ago for our characters, Walla, Tubra's girlfriend, was saying, "I messaged Niobe this morning because I was worried where Tubra was," and so we sort of get that connection. This is Niobe. This is the person that they've been in contact with. And as maybe Carvus flips over the body, you can see she's got hold of, like, she's gripping some sort of communicator, some sort of phone or something in her hands as she's been shot, like, from behind. Like, this person wasn't like, it wasn't like a face-to-face fight. This person has just come in and killed everybody they can.
Yeah, this is the same work that we saw in the warehouse, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
fast, deadly, no concern.
Yeah. And then the other dead body, the other dead bodies, they don't have name tags on. And again, it just more confirms to you that these folks have done this. It's the same folks from the thing. Some of the bodies, as they're warm. You can still feel like this has not happened too long ago. But Niobe's communicator in her hands, as we flip her over.
Is that in one piece?
Yeah, she
Oh, well,
clutched her phone until her dying moments.
Seems a good place to start.
Classic Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. So we look at the communicator. We flip her over. Kashar would understandably leap on the only bit of working tech that we found. Immediately look at, you can see the message from Walla, like, wondering where Tubra is and what's going on, and there's agreements to go and meet, other days they're going to have a spa day and that kind of stuff, and those sort of things, just mundane stuff. And then there is one set of messages which Kashar would know fairly obviously is to the same person or the same group of people, but every time it's with like a disposable ID. They've just generated a new ID, a new contact for each of them.
Yeah.
And the last ones are just the night before, and it's Niobe saying, "We've sent the shipment on, but we want payment before the cyclade. Like, payment must be cleared before the cyclade. We've inspected, we've sent the payments on." And the reply is, "A little busy with the party. We'll arrange it ASAP." And then Niobe is like, "Well, we'll hold it before it gets to the Sutra Marshes then. We have a place to store it. If you don't pay us, you don't get the goods."
Very interesting. Is there, well, I might be reaching a lot here, but is there some kind of like metadata that I can use my own tablet to extract from that might have like the locations of where the messages are being sent from?
What, the other person's one?
Yeah, like when I carry my phone around, Google just tells me where I've been for the last month. The equivalent of that.
Yeah, but I think it would
But in
be
a bit more, elite hacker way.
I think it would be a difficult. So it would be a -2 roll because they've clearly gone to efforts to
Yeah, that's
counteract
fine.
that kind of
Even
thing.
if you say no, that's not possible, they're not that thick, that's fine as well. But you don't ask, you don't get. I realise I've left my dice over there.
Would you like some of mine?
Are they lucky?
The alien dice.
That's a definite no then, isn't it? Right, so difficult. That is gonna be 6 dice for me. Yeah, 4 and 4. You don't get a bonus for using any of your tableaus or anything, do you? Or your
Normally it says
security tablets and things like that?
You got a security tablet?
Yeah.
Open the book. Explosive and grenades. Why does it naturally fall on that page? Why do we do that a lot? Combat shields, talents, heavy weapons.
So I'll roll these while you're looking, just in case I don't. Need to...
No.
No. Okay. No worries.
But it allows you to make the roll.
Do it in the first place. Yeah. I got 4 1s and 2 2s. Yeah, that's not so good in the slightest.
Did you get any face huggers?
I didn't know, but because I deliberately didn't roll those dice, I rolled. You probably can't see the black dice rather than the yellow ones. I don't think I need to push it.
You want to pray and find out more?
No. I mean, I think the darkness points are funny, but I don't feel the need to do it for this. Because it's obviously the Kasar guy or someone related to that party. That's the party they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, when is that party?
Tomorrow.
And the end of the Cyclades is the day after?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we can't find it ourselves, we can go to the party, maybe?
I mean, they've mentioned a place in these messages. They've said the Sutra Marshes.
Yes, I've seen it on the map as well, off to the right. So yeah, we knew that anyway, I think. We knew it was a marsh place. It was the castles on the
tablet that I got from the bathhouse.
From the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and hack into that as well.
Okay. Are you going to do that now? Or are you going to...
I'll do that casually at some point over the next day. I just want to...
fiddle with it idly and...
Yeah, just download a bunch of spyware onto it.
Yeah, okay.
Just to see. But yes, I'm going to go and talk to Abel while Akida... Oh, Akida's not here. I was going to say while Akida does his Mission Impossible things. I will wait till he comes back and then do it.
Alright. So we've got the communicator, we've got this kind of stuff. All the paperwork looks fairly mundane. And Kashar fills a bag with all the data pods and that kind of thing she can get her hands on.
I have a question. Do you think it's worth trying to pretend that Niobe's alive and just hide the body? Because there's a chance the person who sent these messages doesn't know that she's not dead.
Yeah, you could message, because the phone survived. You could use the phone to get in touch with them.
So I could be like, someone attacked us. Oh my god, meet me here.
Yeah, you could do that. Still, Niobe's contract is still in, so she's not been cut off yet.
Yeah. But it means us doing something with her body, and I don't know how we do that in the middle of a crowded place. I suppose you could always just hide it in the office, put it in the attic or something.
There's no attic, but there is a pigeon coop.
Zillion.
Yes.
Do we feel that this is the same work as the lady that we were chasing?
Absolutely. I think the woman that we faced in Coriolis, the head of the pariahs, is the same one that burnt down the warehouse. And then when we chased her, she came here knowing this was our next destination. She needs to die.
Do you want me to see if I can locate where she is?
If you can find her with Ruia's directions and Akida's observation from the roof, then we have to stop her because she's burning every bridge we have to find the emissary.
I'll take a seat, Millie.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I will concentrate and try and mind walk into her again.
All right. Mind walk.
Mind walker.
Let's do the mind walk again.
I like that.
Good.
Check mind.
Mind walk.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
A neuron to the left and a cluster to the right. I was going to say ganglion. Doesn't quite roll off the
3
tongue as well.
sixes. Critical
Oh,
success.
right.
Yes. just trying to find
doing
the
the
talent
mind
so I can
jive.
remind myself of what it is. Mind Walker. You focus your thoughts on a person you've previously met. Yeah, you've definitely met them. You can tap into that person's sensory input. You experience what that person sees, hears, and feels in the exact moment, regardless of where in the horizon she is. No thoughts or emotions are transmitted. All right.
Just
Yes,
CCTV
it's the
with
security
sound.
camera thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind CCTV. All right. So you sit down in this room. You close your eyes. Maybe mutter a prayer to. Who would it be? Maybe the faceless, or maybe the traveler or someone.
Probably traveling the faceless.
Yeah.
I'll look for. And the judge.
The
'cause
judge.
She needs to die.
And the prior only honor the aspect of the judge. That's all they do. Just the judge. So we mutter this kind of trifold prayer. The surroundings kind of fade away. And you can see it's quite shadowy here. There's very it's still the same sort of heat. But the shadows run really long. Like there's only a thin sliver of sunlight down this road that she's walking down. It's quiet, but not in a deserted kind of quiet, more in a respectful sort of. Like there are people talking, but it's not this gaudy noise you heard from the market outside. It's like you can hear like music coming through somebody's open window and like the chatter of like more coffee sir kind of thing going on and that kind of stuff. And you watch as she through her eyes as she enters looks like some kind of bakery, like there's they're making baklava or something in here. There's loads of like sweet kind of scents all around. She heads into this bakery, and the person behind the counter does that face, like,
Like, what are you doing here, type thing.
Yeah. Sorry, friend. Sorry, late, ma'am. We're all sold out. We've been booked out for the. And then they stop, like, kind of. And there is a sudden moment where they look down at their front, and you realize they've fired some sort of pistol or something. They look down at this growing red patch on their white uniform, and then drop to the floor. The woman, the person, the pariah who's just killed somebody in a bakery, walks around the other side, and looks around on the counter, and you can hear as she clicks a button, like shutters, like chunk chunk clunk clunk closing, and then she bends down and she drags the baker, the woman who greeted her, into the back of the shop. You can see that there are boxes, stacks upon stacks of baked goods, sort of lined up on tables, on desks, and that kind of thing. And she begins taking off, like, the baker's jacket off the person.
She put on herself,
Dressing
or
as a baker.
yeah. If I can see her like holstered over herself or anything like that, then I'll watch till about that point. Could I?
Yeah, I guess there's a bit where you sort of mind walk, and she probably heads into the bathroom and looks in a mirror as she sort of tidies up her face, washes her face a bit, and puts everything under the baker's hat. Kind
Could I have gotten the
but-
name of the baker as she like walked into it originally?
Yeah, it's somewhere you can Google, you can
Yeah.
look up, yeah.
I'll drop out of my mind walk. She's just killed someone, Zillion. She's at a bakery. And give the name out for the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find where that is.
Akita, you were on the roof.
Vaulting off the roof, I'm swinging from
Yeah.
a power line down
Can-
onto the
Can
road.
you see a bakery?
So let's dial backwards, because obviously obviously Rayua and it's like they're heading down that way, and Akida's like, I'm on it. A flat out run. In his chameleon suit. Flat out, straight away.
Want some
I'm
candy?
looking for a looking for a cool way to get off the roof.
But
No one will see you.
no one will see you in your chameleon suit.
I
So
don't care. It's for
If
personal
he stands in
bravado.
a puddle,
No.
his
I
chameleon
wanna-
suit shuts down, doesn't it?
More to the
It
point,
does,
I
yeah.
want a quick way off the roof. Now, if I could throw my rope over the side and just descend quickly, that's fine.
Yeah, you could
If
do
there's
that,
some
or
sort
you
of-
know, there's a drain pipe or something. You could just leap over the side and kind of
Slide
monkey
down that.
climb down, sort of thing, and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll do
Ruin
that.
your manicure.
it will ruin your manicure that you got at the
Good.
the bar.
All the tiny free bottles of shampoo that you pocketed fall out as you go in. Like,
That's just common sense. That's survival in the jungle.
Yeah, they all drop on the floor. Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's my favourite bit in every
Apples.
Bear Grylls show when he has those little bottles of shampoo.
Yeah. So you leap over and you you begin running, looking for this person that's leaving the scene. So
Sure. As I go, I'll say, Rawia, did you catch a look at them? What were they wearing? Who am I following?
They've just dropped the disguise they were wearing. I've got nothing. They were dressed as a soothsayer, but the mask is in the bin and the robe is down the end of the alley. I'll tell you which alley to go down.
I'm assuming we're all on shared comms. I shoot Akita the description of the pariah that we saw when we were chasing. It's the same person we were chasing on Coriolis. It's the same person we were chasing in the market. They have exo armor, which will probably be under some form of clothing. They had a white cloak with a sigil of the pariah on it. So might have ditched that, but it will be heavily armed. So look for bulky, sort of less. Obviously, people in the street don't wear armor, and you'll be able to spot it if it's underclothes, things like that. So they'll be quite bulky, and you'll know the movements, things like that. So,
Okay. Right, I'll go round the corner.
you see this cloak on the floor, yeah, and then there's a street. There's not many people on this kind of thing. You can see folks loading kind of carts and wagons, sort of stuff. It looks more like a service road than actual like a travelled road kind of thing. So there's plenty of cardboard boxes to run through.
Cool, excellent. So,
Yes, yeah.
so one of the people who looks like they work in this area, I will go. Someone came running through here. I need to find them. Where did they go?
And they look at you and they're like, no, not today, mate. Have you had too much opal? Because he's obviously a southerner. And he's like,
Cool, blimey,
cool, blimey, governor. Too much opal.
What,
for you.
geezer? Yeah, whatever.
It's too early for this.
Come on, man. Tell me.
And he's like, that way? He just sort of like points down the alley.
I'll turn around and see if there's anyone who looks like they're not a
An arsehole.
lazy, but yeah. I'll it may be them. I'll kill him. No.
yeah. I mean, that's the way to get everyone else. If you just shoot,
Just
in the
kill
face and go,
everyone.
right, this guy wasn't helpful. Next guy is going to be more helpful.
Yeah. Grenade.
Is there anyone? Okay. Is there anyone who looks like they might be slightly more
Make
responsive?
Make a manipulation roll.
Oh God. Oh dear.
There's no way that could go wrong, right, Pete?
That's empathy, isn't it?
Yep.
I do have a reroll, which Naren Izeka got me earlier on. So
Oh, good.
here we go. 2
I did
dice.
that.
2 5s. I will use my reroll.
Icons be with you.
Praise the icons.
De nada.
Another.
I mean, you have like the traveler's talent.
I have to have 2 options,
Right.
and then the GM tells me which one's the best one to do. So
Yeah, so- I mean,
if I find 2 people I think it is, and I say, should I kill that one or that one? But I'm basically going to proceed down this road,
Well, by
looking
this
for
point-
people who look dodgy or hiding or completely inconspicuous
Yeah.
in the
By
corner.
this
You
point,
walk
we'll have
down
been
the
able to let
road.
you know there's a bakery, right? Maybe? I don't know.
So you walk down this road, and for chasing something like you're looking for somebody who's like belted down this road, kind of thing. But there's nobody like, oh, my watermelons! Look, you made a mess, kind of thing.
This
on the
pane of
road.
glass has been
Okay,
shattered.
two people.
Yeah, there's nobody doing that. So
Hmm.
either this is not the right road, or this is not their first rodeo. Yeah, this is not their
Sure,
first get out
sure.
of Dodge.
Yeah,
So you're doing this sort of slow walk down the road, trying not to just throw the pins to your grenades and blow everything up as you make your way along. And you follow it along, and you get to like another sort of square. And I would like you to make an observation roll.
Okie doke. I can do. 6 dice. Here we go. Come on, traveler, guide my hand. That's not. 2 successes.
Hey, well done.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it an opposed roll?
Might have been an opposed
See
roll.
a,
It might just be
see a rocket
rolling.
flying towards you.
Might just have been
Just
a
get
roll
the chance
to
to read your name on it before it hits
mess
you.
with you. So yeah, you walk down this road. You're doing that careful kind of thing. Nobody's upset about their watermelons or anything being broken. You head further down, and there's a bit where I guess it must be like Akida's like, this would be a good spot for an ambush kind of moment. Like just at a crossroads, and there's a load of crap piled up kind of thing, and the just a moment where you sort of catch yourself, and maybe there's a shadow, or maybe there's a reflection of a window or something just on the other side, but you spot that there is somebody ready to pounce, somebody just out of your line of vision. Or actually, let me just check.
I feel like someone's about to drop some darkness points on me.
18 of them at
From
once.
a
4
crate.
guys. Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
A laser guided. What?
And I know what the sound of a watermelon makes. Is just before it's about to explode now.
No, she doesn't.
Really?
That doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there's a moment where you catch yourself before you go any further. You catch a glimpse of something not quite right. You know somebody is waiting for you ahead. Like if you take maybe 4 or 5 more steps, they'll catch you. But similarly, if you don't do something now, they'll know you know. Like that moment of
Yeah. I know that they know that I know that they know.
that I know that you know that. Yeah, that
That
never
they
ending
know.
circle of stuff.
Okay. I am gonna take a few steps forward,
Mhm.
not super far, and look around
Mhm.
and look frustrated
Mhm.
and look like I'm saying something on my comms,
Yeah.
and then turn around and walk back down
Oh,
the
so
alley.
you turn around so your back is to them.
Yeah. I'm as I do that, I'm like, they can probably tell though that I go a bit tense and I'm ready to clasp my bow. I assume I haven't been running around with my bow out in the middle of the street with everyone.
Unless you
so,
wanted to.
No, I think that would be a bit alarming for lots of people. Although the guy might have answered my question if I had been.
Gonna shoot you. No.
I will be ready. I have rapid reload, so I feel like, obviously, I'm
I'm ready.
quite wired, so I'm like ready to go if I hear something. I will
right.
turn to make it look like I haven't seen anything.
All right. Let us roll an initiative. We're gonna do what is your dice?
Ooh.
Don't forget your weapon because you're ready with your bow, so you'll get your bonus from that.
So tiny on this character sheet. I need to get the sheet up, the section up on the. Combat bow. +1. So how do we roll initiative? Sorry, this is different to Alien, isn't it?
It is. It is a D6, and then your weapon, your combat bow, might have a bonus, and that bonus will give you. Let me find the stats because it's easier when reading that. Axes, blunt weapons, stun grenades, other. I've gone too far. Reverse.
Yeah, we may have violated Twitch terms and conditions slightly earlier on. But anyway,
What?
So sorry, what am I rolling?
D6.
D6
Mm-hmm.
plus
And
the
then-
initiative bonus of my weapon.
Yes, I'm just
Right.
gonna look it up.
Here we go. I rolled a 3 +1. That's 4.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. All right,
Do you want me to look?
that's okay. So we, you both get the same. She gets a 4, you get a 4. So you both turn around and sort of come at each other at the same time. And you see that there is a woman. She is small and skinny and nondescript. It is not the person that Zellian was telling you about. Like, there's no exo armor. There's no big ostentatious cloak of the pariah or anything like that. She's just this skinny,
Tiny assassin.
yeah, tiny assassin. Tiny assassin lunges for you. She's got a knife and an accelerator pistol. The sort of thing you've seen like Kashar kind of wielding. And she's like jumped off a bin or climbed over like one of the big bins to try and attack you from above. You spin around. As you are a player, you get the first strike.
So I will roll across. I'll roll onto my back, loose an arrow, and
Sure.
keep rolling to get up with my movement for the round. And I'm going to try and shoot her with my bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yes.
One for that. 4 ranged combat, 4 agility, 9 dice. Here we go. Two successes.
2.
Anyone mind if I call upon some darkness points?
Go
Roll
for it.
some of those.
We're
Yeah.
miles away from the target. You might as well.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
like 3 more to go now.
Guide my
Five.
arrow, traveler. Oh, one more. 3 successes.
Is that enough to crit?
Crit
Yeah, what's the
2.
crit 2?
yeah.
So you can cause a crit and do some damage.
Yep.
She actually is not wearing any armor. So
Neither am I.
Why?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on with regards to why there's a random street white woman trying to attack us. But hey, murderer, it's fine.
I wouldn't. She's
Oh,
presumably
if someone's
done
going
all
to
the
try and
killing.
murder me.
Murder them back first.
Yeah.
Be the Cave
Preemptive
Johnson.
murdering.
When life hands you murder.
Would you like to roll? Would you like to inflict
Like
a
murder
critical
raid.
upon her?
I'm tempted to just do lots of damage. Or how does it work? Do I need to do criticals to kill someone, or can I just do lots of damage and they die?
Crits are usually better, I feel.
Okay, I'll do a crit.
Like if you
I'll do a
damage
crit. So I do
her-
3. I do 3 damage
Sure.
with the
Ow.
bow. These combat bows aren't bad actually. Once you get
They're
rapid
alright.
reload.
No good.
And I'll do a crit.
Sure.
So I roll 2 dice, isn't it?
Yeah, D66.
66. I've got my my yellow alien dice for this.
All right.
Let's hope I don't get any face huggers. I got a 43.
All right.
Crushed
So
elbow.
you get as you shoot. She takes this damage. She goes down hard on one side, crushes her arm. Like everybody who bumps their elbow, she's stunned for one turn. And she cannot use two-handed weapons, so she obviously drops a knife or something. And then she has -2 to force and melee combat, which is not good. So she's stunned. So while she's stunned and on the floor, what do you do? Because that's essentially her done.
When I throw.
Bash her on the head.
Okay.
Knockout style rather than murdering style. Can I do that or tie her up? What's do I have my ropes on the roof of that building?
Yeah.
Is there a nearby I could pull something off and
Just hold her at bow point and call for backup.
yeah, some people are crazy though. I might restrain her and call. I might call for backup. Now.
Just hold the arm with a broken elbow. That should probably do it.
Yeah, I'll do that. But kick the knife away. Grab the arm. And then foot on the back.
Yeah.
So she's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Painful. She's obviously in pain, but she doesn't scream or cry as you would as you would expect. Like if this was just someone randomly trying to mug you or some straight, like she's obviously combat trained, and she grimaces and she begins to, like, it's not the litany of fear, but she begins to say, like, she's reciting something. It's obviously some sort of prayer or some sort of psalm or mantra or something, and it's not in a language I don't think Akita would get. Like, Akita's totally from Kua, isn't he?
He's an idiot.
He's not an idiot.
Well, he's just not educated. Let's put it that way. He's smart, but he's not educated. So he's just
not,
like,
he's
I
not
don't
got
know.
all the fancy languages like Carvis and
All that's fancy book learning like Rowea.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just trying to control the Winter Soldier. She's very like Furnace, Benign, Homecoming.
Locomotive.
Yeah. Freight train, 23. So yeah, she grimaces at the pain, and is reciting something. She's minus
Don't fight, and I won't kill you.
She's -2 to force, which means she's going to try and force her way out. As Carvis, you kind of end your vision. You can hear. There's a moment where I guess both Kashar and Zelian and maybe even Rowea all go back up, kind of thing. What? And she's going to try and struggle.
Yeah, so this is
an
not the person
opposed
you saw in the
force.
vision.
It's an opposed force roll. So
I don't
she
actually
is
have any force, which is
just strength.
okay. I need to resolve that. Yeah, I just have strength 3. So, aha, 1 success.
All right, it's good. She got none.
Even if she wrenches free, you can just shoot her in the legs.
Shoot her in the leg.
I know, but the more you like stick people with arrows, the more likely they are to die.
That is a true thing.
That is a thing that
I
happens.
figure we probably actually might want to question this person or find out what they're gibbering on about.
Mate, you hunt in the jungle. You have like fouling blunt arrows to knock birds out the sky.
Yeah, I wasn't quite up on it for
You never
crazy
know when you're going to
washerwomen
accidentally
assassins.
shoot someone and pierce their aorta when you're aiming for their leg.
Or accidentally roll a 66.
Yeah.
And sever their head
I mean,
with one shot of an arrow.
Or just try and threaten someone by roughing them up a bit and end up crushing their skull in your hand. Like,
Brilliant. In the Aliens game we're playing as well, like Dan has got Dan is really good at rolling crits in a bad way. Like twice he's rolled
On
a
himself.
Crit on his own crit.
Well, a 66 and a 65.
Yeah, just working his way down the ladder. Gosh. So the four of you, do you sort of up and run, Carvis? Do you like, no, give me a moment kind of thing? Or...
I mean, I'll be like, go.
I'm gonna. I don't know that Akita
Mm.
has been attacked by some random street rat. So
No.
what?
But
I shout,
but
tiny
he-
assassin, tiny
Tiny assassin, back up.
But
Yeah.
the only thing I know we're following is what Carvis has just told me, the woman. So I think I would assume that
Mhm.
that's where they need backup. So I'm going to shout to Kashar as we're running out the room to try and find Akita. Bring up the nearest bakery to here. That's where we're going. Like,
Yeah.
Are you looking
And
for
I'm-
donuts, cakes, pastries?
I don't care. Just this location, nearest bakery. Where is it? Like
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. I will do that.
in the direction of travel that woman.
Yeah.
uh,
Presumably, like Akita, I know where he is roughly.
Yeah, I imagine
Like
there's
the
like the
communicator would have
method.
a
Yeah,
locator sort of thing?
Kishar is paranoid enough to have that sort of.
And Rawia
Even-
pointed me down the road,
Yeah.
and she's
So-
just outside.
I'm
so-
going to be following now that you've called
Yeah.
back.
Okay,
up.
cool.
In the
Yeah.
To
direction
at
where
least
we
the head of
pointed.
the alleyway, so I can see you and
Okay.
them,
Yeah,
like
so
a relay
even
post.
if nobody agreed to it, I imagine Kashar has put spyware and trackers on all your shit.
100%.
Yeah, you don't know about it, but she's done it.
Anytime she's offering you a drink, is they swallowed a tracker.
I-
Or like, I can get you free messages. Hang on.
Every time they all open a tablet, it's like one of my IDs says hello.
Yeah. So.
Are you like
so-
Clippy?
Yeah.
I see you're trying to do something.
Although-
Why haven't you asked me how to do it?
What is the little
I
robot?
see you're trying to murder someone.
Yes. Claptrap. Yeah, Claptrap rather than Clippy.
All right. Okay. So Zellian, Kashar, you dash out the front door. You look around a bit. You see our anthropologist at the end of an alley. And maybe
Looking
you
sort of both ways,
yeah,
somewhat
you pick up the
frantically.
robe or something that the.
Well, I'm
the
trying to
tiniest-
see where Akita is and also see whether they're coming or not, to see whether I have to do anything that I don't want to do, like engage in conflict.
Yeah, I think you could probably like there are people down the other end of the road. Like you can see, like previously they've been loading watermelons. Now they're sort of like, should we call the guard? What are they doing? Kind of that sort of. Kev, come and take a picture of these
I'm gonna
two
be
fighting
saying-
in the road.
I'm going to be saying, I'm a member of the guard. Just stay back. Undercover activities in this area. Please, this person is armed and dangerous. Please stay back. Stay back.
Yeah, he's got a fucking bow and arrow in the middle of the town. What's going on? You know, that kind of thing. It's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So, Rhea, you can see them down the end, and then you can see Kashar, and well, you probably see Zellian more than you see Kashar because he's a big.
Yeah,
dude.
Zellian's the one I'm looking out for. I'm smart enough to know not to look out for Kashar. She'll be there.
I'm running towards a bakery.
All right, so Kashar is like, there's a bakery. It's like 3 blocks over, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Um,
go this way.
Kicking my robotic legs and sprint towards that.
Yeah, so you
I'm
sprint
gonna
towards that.
follow the ping.
You see Roia, and she's gesturing down this alley towards where we know Akita's gone. Maybe you take a moment to do that comedy kind of whoa, all right, turn, head down the corridor, head down the alley, smash through some boxes because you're so fast with your legs, kind of thing.
I
No?
mean,
One leg, he hops,
I
doesn't he?
kind of want to go to the bakery.
You
But-
don't want to go
Yeah, he
that way.
wasn't going that way. Yeah.
No, I'm going to the bakery.
Right, so you go straight past where Roia is.
Yeah.
Like they're down here.
I'll
No,
follow the directions.
I know what Carver saw, and I know what I'm chasing, and I'm going to catch
Okay.
it.
All right, so you're fixated on that.
Yeah.
You head down that way. Ria Kashar then jogs up and is like,
And if all else fails, I'll get a cake.
yeah.
I just think you're after
Keda's
the
been
baklava.
attacked there. Zellian's run off that way.
Where's my backup? I'm going to be saying that. Someone's tried to kill me. I've followed
Oh.
the person that left the scene. Someone's tried to kill me, and I've got them.
I'm right here.
Come and help me
Kashar's
out.
like,
I've got locals
military
surrounding
talk,
me.
Oscar Mike, military talk, 2 minutes.
Not even that. It's about
I know, yeah,
seconds
yeah.
down the corridor, down the alley. All right.
Military
Zillion's
talk.
gone off
Awesome.
that way.
I love the idea that you stood next to Akita talking to the microphone. like,
Exactly.
Backup's arrived.
No,
over.
I can see you down the road, and I'm going, get your ass over here.
All right. So Kashar arrives. He's fighting a tiny assassin. There is a struggle going on. There is, but Akita is, I don't know, like knee across the chest.
Knee in the
and
spine. Yeah.
pinning them
No, it's
down,
face
kind of thing.
down.
Oh, she's face
Arm-
down. Okay.
Arm back like that, like
Yeah.
most
broken-
awkward position.
Broken arm on the floor, kind of thing.
Can I see a weapon or anything?
There is
What-
a knife on the floor, and Akita must have pinned her gun arm
Gun
underneath
under.
her,
Yeah.
so she'd have to shoot through
Yeah.
herself to get anybody.
Well, that is
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah.
All right then. Do I get an advantage to hit them while they are on the floor and pinned? 'Cause
Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm not really a Moai Boran at this point.
Yeah. Okay. You can have 2 extra dice. What you need is Carvus and his sword.
Yeah.
Who's gonna?
I'll be like,
soldier along
all right,
with him.
lady.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna punch you, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna get my gun out.
Gonna punch you.
No, we need to take her in for questioning.
I just shoot in the legs. Right, so that gives me a mighty. I get 5 dice
Right.
to do some damage.
Okay.
Come on, 1 6, but not 3 6s. Hey, I got 1 2 1 3 and a 6.
You got all right. So you punch them, as hard as you can. As your dainty humanite hands.
No, well, holding my. I just hit with my pistol.
Okay, sure.
Pistol whip.
Yes.
Bang. And you feel like the head bang into the floor.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Just percussion. Yes.
And they're still struggling, but there's obviously some sort of confusion. What's the word?
Concussion.
Concussion or something like that. You've obviously rattled their brains a bit, because they're not as compass as they were. Meanwhile, Zellian, you get to like a shop and it's called like Mr. Bun or something.
All right.
It's a bakery. It's the nearest bakery. The shutters are open. There's like some teenagers in there. Like they're
I'll run in and like
Murder the baker.
yeah.
Spray the.
I fully intending to just Superman through the window, through the plate glass of the window at the baker, completely unannounced, just like "Ah!" And then I'll find out if it's them or not.
Alright, so you just dive through the window.
Yep.
Just grenade it.
I mean,
Sounds like
tempted.
Matt's Blades in the Dark game.
Do you want to
Yeah,
try
so-
that at some point?
What I
I would
never
like-
want to happen is James and Simon in the same game. Ever.
I don't know. I'd pay money to watch
I
that.
have a feeling he might
Yeah.
be my kind of guy. So yeah, I'm
Get
gonna make
Jim in
a-
there as well.
Yeah,
a
Jim
melee
can run
combat
it.
roll.
Into this.
Jim can
Yeah,
run
Jim.
it. They can play in it. We can all just sit back.
I'm gonna make a melee combat roll to leap through the window and literally just like Superman punch this guy or this woman. Or
Double
if
foot
it-
drop kick. Come
Yeah.
on.
Don't,
Come
Yeah,
on.
use
double
the
foot drop
metal
kick.
hand.
Double foot drop kick. You should,
Yeah,
you should all be glad he's
go
already used
fucking-
his gambler talent.
Ultimate Warrior Gorilla Press through the window. Oh, that's either really good or really bad, depending on what we want to happen.
Chaos.
Well, it's really good for chaos' sake, because that's 3 6s.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oof. All right, Zellian. There is something to maybe push off one side so you can pivot,
Let's get a swing
leap
on.
through, double foot into the window, over this table of teenagers that have coppered up to share 2
Yeah.
cupcakes and 1 coffee, and you go over the window. There's a slow motion shot of glass flying everywhere, kids
Yeah.
going ah! And a baker, this old looking dude with a big moustache. Kind
Come
of,
on, 65.
It looks nothing like the person you're after.
yeah.
Just kick his head off.
Yeah.
He's goes straight in.
One of those
It
pieces.
goes into the oven.
One of
and
those pieces of
bing!
glass impales him through the heart
Oh,
as you
yeah.
fly into him.
If
Nice.
he's still got his shoes on, he'll be fine.
Kick the glass.
Straight into him.
That's some proper like 90s action movie thing. That I
Oh,
just
yeah,
kick
yeah.
the glass into the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme style.
Absolutely.
Spend
That was it. I'm
some
sure that was in a
points
film.
to
Man.
just
Kick
kill
a shard of glass
Yeah.
into someone.
I mean, you could spend some darkness points just to kill everybody in the shop. It's like, huzzah! Oh
No,
no!
it's teenagers. Like one of them is Aziz
What
and
you
his
could do-
girlfriend.
Spies.
There you go.
Oh
think
no!
it's
If I've smashed into the big where he's just buying her a cake on a date, and I'm just going, huzzah! Oh
yeah,
shit!
that's what I was
Just
gonna say,
checking
it's
in,
worth
making
10
sure you're
darkness
okay.
points, and it starts
No, because you spent a darkness point to get them together. You
I
gave
did.
me one to get them together. So this is them, right? The teenagers you
Use it to
jumped
destroy
over
Oh no!
is Aziz and the vet's daughter. They're sharing this cupcake kind of thing, and you just vault over them through the window into the baker. The baker kind of stands back, smash it. It's gruesome. Like it's horrible. The girl is just screaming because this guy who's spent like 2 hours this morning telling her, you know, you should think about this. He's a really nice guy. Kind of now is got baker's brains on his boots, and Aziz is just thrown up on the table.
I would like to quickly assess the nicest cake in the shop and pull it out and be like, "Hey, free cake!"
There are no nice cakes. They're all
I was
covered
all
in glass.
smattered.
Did you just kill the guy?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Awesome.
And on the other side of the road, there's somebody that goes, click.
No, you've got to do an Arnie quip, like, you know, don't bacon something.
Don't bake
Yeah.
and date. Oh.
Put the
sense.
cookie down. I should have shouted that as I was
Yeah,
smashing the window.
somebody is like taking pictures.
Doesn't
kind
have
of
to
thing.
make sense. Just shout the doughs up.
Click. Click. Pose up. Cupcake this. Yeah, that
If you
kind of
can't take the heat, get out of the bakery. I don't know. Wow.
thing. Yeah,
I'm confused why you killed him, but no worries.
because I spent.
Look after this for me, big buns.
Oven.
We've subdued the tiny assassin for now.
Who knows what
and
this
no-
man was up to?
Nobody seems to be interested because everybody is like, you can hear people like running down the alley past you, Roya. People are running down like, oh, somebody just smashed into Mr. Buns. I've just seen it on like Chirper.
Chirper.
And they're just running down that way, like past you, kind of thing.
I'm going to stand up and walk into the street and be like, that's why you pay attention to health and safety law. and then just walk out casually back
Throw
to...
your smuggled opor and be like, drug den.
yeah.
Keeping his yeast above room temperature.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't accept expired coupons.
Yeah.
You know, if you do throw the drugs in, you're going to get Aziz and his girlfriend arrested as well.
For drug smuggling.
Yeah.
Just horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Alright, so you make an infiltration roll.
Really?
Me? Okay.
At -8.
-2.
Has anyone seen the enormous man with the robot legs? Like, no, why? Not here.
Shazam! Oh, 1 success, 1146.
Oh wow. Okay. So through either like
Absolute brazen confidence. Nobody thinks it's a problem. If you walk out like, yep, meant to do it, 100%.
absolute brazen confidence, you disappear it, or people are trying to get inside to get pictures of like the dead body, like the gruesome kind of thing. Folks are like trying to interview Aziz and the that kind of stuff. Like, what was it? What's going on? And Zellian just goes out the back door or something. Just goes.
I'm going to look at Aziz and say, Yvette, say, there's nothing like bonding through shared tragedy. Good luck, kids.
Shared trauma. Yeah.
Yeah. Support each other, love each other.
See you at your next date.
Yeah. See you next time.
Love it. And luckily, the whole town is related to the Paul brothers and just wants the pictures.
Yeah, and you walk out the back door. What are we doing with the tiny assassin? She's
Tying
Why don't we
her up.
swap? Hey, Akita, why don't we swap? I'll hold it and you punch her.
Well, if we just want to knock her out, I'll just bang her head against something.
All right.
And I'll take her accelerator pistol.
You take the weapon. You knock her out. You take the weapon off her. Carvus arrives. The plaza's nearly empty. Something's happened further up the road.
Perfect cover.
Where can we go with this person then?
You could go. The only places
Go back to the office.
You could go back to the office. You could go.
Good idea.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
We
go
can
back to the
just,
office.
Like drape her over our shoulders and like.
Weekend at Bernie's are back to the office.
Let's do get help.
Get help.
No, I hate get help.
It always works.
So we reconvene. Like there is fade to black and reconvene. Zellian, have you returned? Like, do you meet up, or do you just go and hide somewhere, or?
No, I'll walk back, I guess.
Quite a rampage through the town, letting off grenades to distract people.
It was the perfect distraction.
I
I'll
mean, yeah.
cover up
Did
my
anybody
crime
come?
with several other larger crimes.
You just had to murder a baker.
Yeah, and it stopped people investigating what you were up to. So job done.
Job's done.
Well done, Zellian. I will walk back and I will look at Carvus and I will look massively disappointed in him. Bakery, eh?
What?
I think maybe the icons need refreshing. You might.
Where did you go?
Where you told me to go.
You went to
He
the
went for
bakery
donuts.
with the shutters closed and the lady we're chasing is pretending to be the baker.
Shutters were closed.
Yes.
You just went to the nearest bakery and murdered someone.
It occurs to you, Elliot, no, Carvus, that the shadows being quite long means they were probably closer to the monolith than you are right now. Because the way of the angle of the sun and obviously closer to the monolith is more expensive ground.
And they were using that bakery for the party, so it would have been an upmarket bakery.
Yeah, fancy bakery.
And the monolith functions as an hourglass, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yeah.
Krishar was looking into the bakery.
I have a feeling I might have bought the wrong cake. It's fine.
Great euphemism for it.
I think there might
Accidentally
have
bought some on the farm instead.
there may have been some ruckus, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess we'll
Hey,
go
hey,
after.
Carvus, can I borrow your tablet a second?
Sure.
I'm gonna take
And
it and
you
delete Chirper surreptitiously.
Pass me the tablet.
I don't know what happened just round the corner, but it provided a perfect distraction from what we were doing. It was very well timed, whatever
who's
it was.
This? Why
That
are
was-
they here? What's
That
going
was
This
on?
gonna be
person
a
attacked
health and
me.
Safety breach.
This person attacked me, tried to kill me, and this is Rawia saw someone fleeing down the alleyway that I
thi-
came upon this person.
I think this might be the person you saw fleeing.
I
This person fled.
captured her so that you could ask some questions.
Sure. Let's wake her up.
Right.
Can I
Slap
just
her-
check her arm? Can we check her arm?
Guarantee it's broken.
She's got a broken elbow.
Okay.
You've smashed it. It
Pull
needs
the
some
arrow
medical
out.
attention. Pull the arrow out. She screams because she's coming from unconscious to awake via the medium of removing an arrow. So she lets out like and she speaks, and I can't remember off the top.
Tied
of
to
my
a
head.
chair. Tied to an
Tied
office chair.
Tied to an office
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
With the cords of a fan. No, with,
Oh, with
rope.
my hyper rope. I got my
No,
hyper
no,
rope
I
down.
know, I know.
Yeah, it would.
I give her some medical attention.
An
on that
Ethernet
arm.
cable.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Can't remember off the top of my head what we called the she's speaking the same language that we heard the folks in the basement at the pariah base. She's repeating, and it's possibly even like a familiar kind of cadence or litany. You know, they were repeating like a prayer we heard.
The martyr.
Didn't we say it was from a planet?
Yeah, it's from a planet. I can't remember off the top of my head because
Z or Zero or something.
Zalos.
Miros?
No, it's not
yeah,
Miro.
Zalosian.
Yeah. So she's speaking in that. She's saying a litany that Carvus might know in a
Cultural,
I think we've already culturalled it. I think
kind of recognise it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have known it was a lotion otherwise.
But it's that same prayer that those folks were using. It's like calling on the judge and or was it a prophecy? Was it the sister and mother and daughter kind of prophecy? No, that's Bathos's excellent poem. We all want to hear that again. That was the best poem.
Yeah, Zalos is deeply devoted to Akron the Martyr.
Yeah. So yeah, she's the sister the mother turns on daughter kind of the prayer.
Oh yeah.
She's repeating that one, the prophecy. I'll find it. I'll put it in our chat and I'll share it on the Discord for folks who are confused about what we're talking about. But she's reciting that prophecy in Zalosian again, as like a mantra to kind of distract her from the pain. Also, like maybe in the Babylon 5 Cyclops kind of recite a nursery rhyme to confuse the Psy, the mystics kind of moment.
Oh, that means you're Bester, which is pretty cool.
Which is
also
pretty
pretty uncool, but you know.
And yeah, she begins to recite this. She definitely recognizes Carvus and Zelian, and she then looks at like Roia and Akida in a sort of like, the hell are you sort of face, and happily she doesn't look at Kashar, which probably makes Kashar's days.
Behind her.
Yeah. But she's repeating this mantra. She's definitely awake and aware of what's going on, and she's speaking in Zalosian.
Your mantras and your martyr won't save you here. And I recommend that you cooperate with us, else you'll suffer a worse fate than your broken arm. And know it that even if you think it, I will find it. And I need you to tell me why you just tried to assassinate one of my friends. And what are you doing here?
She all right, make a manipulation roll. Let's see if she bites.
Three sixes. 3, 6, 6, 1, 2, 4, 3.
She says, oh, wrong tab. Come on, PDFs. Salma Ak Obad declares you dead. I am but the hand of the judge. I should make it so. And then she spits at you, just for flavour. Bloody spit on your beautifully clean cloth of
Take
gold.
a handkerchief, just like mop it up.
Yeah.
Zadol, you're here to pick up a contract.
She genuine look of offense. Contract. I am the faithful. I am devoted. We will be here longer than any of you, scum. and again, she's definitely like Carvus' scum.
Yep.
Can I pull Kashar aside quickly and say, can you take apart the coffee machine and make me a little heating apparatus? I've got an idea.
I can give it a go. More
Doesn't need to be very sophisticated. I just need something that I can heat some liquids and mix a few chemicals on.
Could you not just put them in a coffee pot?
I suppose, yeah.
So she's really confused, like, but that's what it does.
Yeah. Okay, Millie, can I try and science
take
up
it to
some
pieces.
truth serum using some of our bricks of opor and some of the medical supplies that I've got in my med kit?
You should add some caffeine to that for sure.
Just something
Yeah.
to make her more suggestible, more compliant kind of thing.
Oh, I want to do this, but also I'm aware I'm setting a very dangerous precedent as allowing it.
Don't know what you mean, Millie.
No, I'm going for this. Yes, but it will be what would the role be? Medicurgy, science.
I could go with either. Science makes a bit more sense, but medicurgy, if you want it to apply to the body stuff.
No,
I think
let's-
science to make it.
Yeah, let's make a science roll.
Yeah, doing a science.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
is the pheromone ability like? Can I add it to that? Is it like a
Alright.
liquid, or is it supposed to be some kind of?
No, so you're the
Like-
pheromones, aren't they? So
Yeah.
it's either. All right, we'll establish it now. Is it something? Is it like a scent? Is it something that your
Pheromones
smell?
sit below perception in terms
is
of
it-
scent. You don't smell them
Yeah,
consciously, but they are
but
unconsciously there.
Is the way the humanites that they designed to just secrete this gaseous, or is it?
It come out of
contact?
sweat glands.
Yeah, I
It's
assume there's different
olfactory
kinds of
agent, isn't it?
pheromones, So I would assume that for someone like Kashar, it's supposed to be like from a handshake or something like
Well,
that.
yeah, that's what I'm asking. We can establish now which way the pheromones work
Yeah.
for this particular part. And they're just lumped in as pheromones.
Yeah.
To make it understandable for the people who don't do genetic manipulation of humanites.
I mean,
So
I
what
guess
is
I'm
what is
choosing my phenotype. That's
yes
fine.
yeah what is Kashar's?
Yeah, she'll have in her fingertips. Then she can. It's a touch thing for
It's
her.
a touch thing. So
Yeah.
you secrete it. So rather than a wider
Yeah,
area,
it's,
you have to make contact
intended
with
for,
folk.
Small scale, 1 to 2 person shake a hand effect.
Alright. So yeah, alright. How did your
if we're
science
gonna mad science it,
roll
then-
go, Ben?
My science roll went very well. I got a critical success.
So this is not like it's not lab conditions. It's not the right kind of like you're botching together.
I am bodging together mild sedatives with booze, opor, and some random ass pheromones squeezed out of someone's fingertips.
Yeah.
They're definitely not arse pheromones. That does not sound good.
Oh, we killed a baker. We got bum pheromones.
We lowered the tone.
It's been a week. I love this game. I love this game.
I mean,
Yeah, so-
you don't ever want it to be predictable, do you, Millie?
No, I don't. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we make this. What is it? Is it a liquid? Is it something you're going to have to get her a shot? Is it something you're going to bring the coffee pot over and get Kashar to kind of wave it around?
I'm trying to distill it down into like a shot of sodium pentothal inhibition reducer sedative mood enhancing kind of truth serum. I don't know
Right.
truth serums, they won't automatically tell the truth, but it will lower inhibition and then
And then someone
combined with
like
the right kind
I mean,
of talking.
I do
Carvus
have
and
a brick of opor in my jacket.
I mean, you've all got a chunk of opal, I think.
So
Plus,
Yeah, I
there's
got a
going to
brick.
be a placebo effect as well. If you inject it and tell them it's a truth serum, then that's going to be in their mind. Then
Yeah. All right.
Plus,
Yeah,
So
you
which
know,
is why I'm not telling any of you lot that it might not work.
yeah. So we've got this drug. Suddenly, we're now Breaking Bad.
it's
Yeah.
not us that has medical bills; it's her.
Yeah. We're not sure how long it works, or if I'm going to dump a load of darkness points to kill her at an inopportune time, or something like that, or sober her up quickly, or whatever.
I wish
But-
I had some jungle orchid to put in this. It would go much better.
It's going to turn into like the ultimate fighting machine who feels no pain.
Yeah. I'll give you 3 dice. No, because Kashar gets a +2 on manipulation with the pheromone.
do,
don't
yeah,
you? Plus
yeah.
2. All right, we'll give you 4 dice on 1 manipulation roll with her. And then we'll do it like extra successes get extra kind of questions sort of thing.
Okay, so I'm
we'll do it.
I'm going to inject her with that and then hand the questioning over to Carvus then.
So
Um,
what,
do that?
what
Can
does
we
that
do
look?
that next week though? Because
We can, yeah, but what does it look like? Does she just kind of like finish brewing this thing, put it into some sort of spray,
Yeah,
and just
I'll
go
pull
without
it out
announcing
into a
it?
syringe and then say, I'm going to give you something for the pain and inject it into her bad arm.
All right,
And then I'll turn to Carvus and say, give it a few minutes and ask her again. But be nice. She should be a lot more pliable.
okay, and you watch as she sort of does this like. Does Carvus speaks Zolossian, doesn't he?
At least roughly, very much.
Roughly.
I think you did last time. It was
Yeah.
mentioned.
So
Yeah.
you see it after a minute or two. After a minute or two of like, oh wow, sort of thing. Her pupils are really dilated. She wobbles a bit. And she says to you in Zolossian, like the equivalent of, because you're there in your cloth of gold, you've got these vestments kind of thing. She's sat in a chair. She's in pain. She's confused, and she says like the equivalent of like, "Am I at confession, Father?" or something like that. Like totally like, "Are we in church?" kind of thing. And that's where we'll everybody's like, is it going to work? Is she just going to die? Is she going to convulse and fall over? What's going on? What has our mad doctor done here? And she says something in Zolossian, and that's where we'll stop this week. Poor Bakers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Poor Bakers. Don't be sorry. It is 11:25, which is about the right time to stop. But yeah, gosh, yes, I want to see James and Simon and Jim play a game of something, because that would be.
Chaos one shot by the sounds of it. I'm for it. Get it sorted.
Yeah, I will. We'll sort that out on the Discord. Thanks very much for watching, folks, and joining us on this Coriolis adventure. It has been a blast so far.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It is.
Yeah.
It's been fun. This is one of my favourite games to play. Do come and join us over on the Discord. There's over 500, 400? There's a lot of
500.
folks over there.
500.
There's a lot of folks over there right now having wonderful conversations and chatting about games and sharing some amazing art. Narrating Zeta. I didn't say that right because I've had a beer in a bit.
Narinazuka.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Pete. Has shared some wonderful art from some of the other games of Coriolis that we've played on Garblag Games. Really cool art for the characters and that kind of stuff. And you can see behind Ben and behind Pete their character arts from Naren and Zeta as well. So come over to Discord, have a look at that. This is all for Tuesday on Garblag Games. There's no extra thing in the middle of the night or in the
No
real time.
North America show tonight.
Not tonight. But tomorrow there is Achtung Cthulhu.
Yes.
Achtung
Yes,
Cthulhu.
there is Achtung Cthulhu.
Assuming that Lewis
some-
remembers to switch voice meter banana on properly.
It is tricky. It is tricky. But yeah, that's tomorrow, and that's a 2d20 system from Modiphius, which is fun. Threat point's kind of like the June system, isn't it? That's on that. Thursday, we're going to get back to Operation Quiet Catch. Now that we know that a doctor is not really the doctor he says he is. And we've finished our Dancing Queen one shot. And then on Friday, it is...
Thursday, North American. We
There
have
we go.
Blades
I
in
knew
the
it.
Dark.
I knew I'd miss one.
Yep.
I knew I'd miss one. Blades in the Dark at 3 a.m. BST, 8 p.m.
9 p.m.
9
CST.
p.m. CST. And then Friday, it's Hot Vampire Summer.
Vampire Summer, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's been cool.
Cool.
Thank you very much for watching. If you've missed this or any of the other Garblag games, do check us out on YouTube. And while you're there, give us a like and a thumbs up and a comment on all the videos because we really love it. It's been very cool. What am I going to play? I'm going to play Musicola and say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.